Frenzzyy family. Good night, everyone. Welcome to another Sports Frenzzyy podcast. I'm your host, Levana. With me tonight, I have Kims, Chris Lynch, and we'll soon be joined by Ryan. And yeah, we had a packed weekend of sports, a lot of sports, and just expect more sports going forward. It's just sports, 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 and more sports, especially in track and field. What this year we'll have Olympics, next year World Championship, and it just will continue. I believe it's across a 5 year stretch that we'll just have pure track and field.
Yes,
So
sir.
lots of things to look forward to. And then, as you know, we're still in Euros, and as Euros is finished, we can just look forward to Olympics. And as the Olympics finish, you know that we can look forward to all the leagues returning. Man, sports all
Sports,
over.
sports. Yes, sir.
But we're going to start. I'm sure. Well, these fellas expected it, and it was no surprise. The Englishmen are feeling somewhat buoyant. They're in a joyful mood. England got the better of. Well, I won't say got the better of. They absolutely demolished Ukraine by 4 goals to nil. And it was a masterclass from couple United boys. Well, let me rephrase. It wasn't a couple, by a triplet of United boys. They were
Yes,
good
sir.
throughout the match, and the man for the occasion. People cussed him and said that he had a poor tournament at the beginning, but eventually, Kims was one of them that believed in him that, guess what, he'll actually turn up when it matters most. And I'm talking about man referred to as the Hurricane. That's Hurricane.
Yes,
First
sir.
up, people are saying that the game was boring, England was hard to watch, and all of that. First up, Kims, what's your take on the game itself?
Oh man. Well, you know, as I said on the previous show, I said that this would be the easiest game England played at the whole tournament. It's like taking candy from a baby. Ukraine can't match up to big team. And what I really like about England is that they took the lead early. But what I don't like about them, when they took the lead early, start get complacent, start get lackadaisical, start misplaced passes. They never kill off the game. It wasn't until they went in the half and Noah Southgate told them, but and they came out firing on all cylinders, and they will put away Ukraine as we were supposed to do. So I believe overall the game was a good game. The better team won, the team that is deserving won, and we look forward to the semifinals.
All right, Ryan, you being an Englishman as well. Where in this team you see a weakling? Because I watch a match entirely and I saw a weakling. I've been saying it for a long time, but it was more and more evident in that game. And I'm talking about Kyle Walker. I believe Kyle Walker should not start as England right back. You know why? I watch him on at least between 3 to 5 play in the first half alone, where he had a runner on the right hand side, where all he needed to was just roll the ball past the defender. The man would have easily gone on to attack whoever was in front of him. You know what Walker did on all occasions? Kick the ball directly onto the defender out for a throw. I was like, why the hell this man keeps on doing this? First time I can say, yeah, it was just a genuine mistake. But if you see the man do it a second time, a third time, and even a fourth time, wouldn't that bother you? And even when Ukraine got going forward, it was on the right hand side of England that they got some leverage to go forward. For instance, Yaremchuk and what's his name, Yarmolenko. It was on the right hand side of England that they got space to actually operate it. So would you actually say that the weak link in their side is actually on the right hand?
I can't disagree with that because it's evident Walker made a few bad passes. I think the one he was trying to back pass one to Stones, and I know the ball don't reach Stones. And Stones had to try chase the defender and keep him on his left foot so that Pickford could make an easy save, because if Stones had overcome it, it would be a 1-on-1. So he ended up doing the right thing to cover Walker's big mistake. And there were some other bad plays, some other bad passes that Walker made in the game. And we all know Walker is not the kind of right back who is going to play like a Trent, who goes down the flank and whipping crosses. He's not good at crosses, but what he is good at going forward is the underlapping runs. So maybe Southgate wants him in the side for that. For some reason, I don't know. But defending wise, the best you'll get from Walker is his recover runs in defending. But as it relates to his overall playing pattern, he will make mistakes um, from various angles as far as football is concerned.
Yeah. So, all right, going forward, you being an Englishman, as I said, would you actually keep on working with him, or, well, I mean, trust the manager, as Chris Lynch would say? Would you trust the
Going for,
manager?
all right, here's how I see this thing. After this, we already start a different phase already. We're in the World Cup era now. So I think going forward, we should go with Trent and Reese.
Okay. In terms of your overall play, though, was there any bother for you? Because, as Kim said, it bothered him when, well, I saw you said it on Facebook that you never liked how you guys were playing, that you were somewhat nervous after you guys took the lead.
Yeah,
Did it bother
because as to what Kem said as well, we took the lead and then it's like, oh, we win already. And then Ukraine started to come at us. Ukraine started bounce ball around us, beat our press easily. And we start to make bad passes, as I mentioned with the walk up bad pass. And Ukraine was getting at us for for a good portion of the first half. And yeah, it was kind of um, worrying to see us take an early lead and we just got complacent.
All right, so Kim, sorry a minute. Let's just marvel in the world of one Luke Shaw, affectionately called Shawberto Carlos by a lot of fans and even some of his English teammates. I remember as a keeper I said, I'm not going to stop not Chris Lynch for this because Ryan and I was here talking about this man for probably 2 nights straight. And Chris is going to say, oh, what about Alban, Marcelo, and all those men? One man would just have one good season because of it. Chris, you see why I was saying it?
It's still one season. I don't know why you're behaving like this, like it's 10 years now. Luke Shaw
Oh,
playing like this.
oh man, shut up, man. But Kims, talk about Luke Shaw, man.
But hold on there, one question though. Chris, it took your right back 2 seasons to be labeled the best in the world.
I didn't label him as that.
But he was labeled as that,
Yeah, but
regardless of whether you do
I
it or
didn't
not.
label him as that.
Yeah, but the world labeled him as the best, and it never took him 10 years. It never took him 3 years.
No, me never. The 10 years was an exaggeration. The 10 years was an
Yeah, and then me also bring it
exaggeration.
down. Me also bring
But
it down
just
to
did I
three
say
years.
one season of football don't make you be the best right back in the world, big man. That's all me say. Him have a good
All right, he
season.
was
That's
the
all
best.
me say.
He was the best performing left back.
All right, we're
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
going to
man,
we're
I'll
not,
take that
we're
from
not
him.
going to go back down
All
that
right.
road because Chris is going to hold on to his sentimental, for whatever reason he has some sentimental beliefs. So just going to allow him to just continue basking that.
Yeah,
Kims,
man.
talk about Shaw.
Bro, so even before the tournament starts, I was telling people that from the first game, when Southgate never starts, Shaw, I'm gonna see him do some little forces. I say Luke Shaw must play. I'm say Luke Shaw the best left back in the world. And you have some Facebook coaches that come and they tell me about Ben Chilwell and Ben Chilwell is the best and oh he's a Champion League winner and who can stop Ben Chilwell. And now when you look at Luke Shaw, the game just so simple for him. It's just so simple. Every like him can't let me say this. In the first half, that wasn't really Luke Shaw. I don't know what happened if because he was in Rome and Marina probably watching, get a bit I don't know. But he was playing timid, never making the right passes, not making the runs that he normally makes. But second half when him come, that's the Luke Shaw I know. That's the best left back in the world. You know, and who is that? Chelsea is a Champions League winner. Still talk to you. But yeah. So once the second half start, you see Luke Shaw start making the runs. You see Luke Shaw putting in the crosses. Even when we talk about dead ball situation, first half, dead ball delivery poor. Second half, on point. Even if we not score from them, but everything was on point. And it was just, and as Luke Shaw go, you see the team just start clicking, everybody clicking on all cylinders. And what can I say? As a Manchester United fan, I'm very elated. I can't wait for the season to start. I cannot wait.
That's truth. But Nicolas Chill scores. Let's just point out one thing. Disclaimer. Oliver Giroud is a World Cup winner. Also, Umtiti is a World Cup winner. Are you telling me that these guys are good? Just saying. Um,
All right,
Chris.
I couldn't diss Chilwell here, sir. Chilwell and Shaw, two world class left back.
All
I could
right,
have
no,
called it
hey,
that.
hey.
Don't overuse the word world class. Now.
Hey, I don't think Chilwell
No,
is
they are.
world class. Where
You see what happened now, Ryan? Chilwell is not world class, but Shaw once sees the brilliance is world class. Anyway, let me leave it
no.
alone. You see where
All right,
that's
so let
heading,
me ask,
Ryan?
all right, let me ask you a
If,
question.
if we're going to rank 10 left backs
Yeah,
in
man,
the
Chile
world,
is going to be in the top 10. He's going
But
to.
yeah, and he's going, and I think he's going to be in the top 7 as well.
well, top
So that
seven on
must
the
make
world,
you world class.
top seven on the world class, top
You
five,
must be world
top
class. 7
three,
people in the world to be a
No,
left back, and you say that is not world class?
Yeah.
se-
what?
All right, so let me ask you a question. Let me
If
just ask
you're
you a
10th
question.
best at anything in life,
Chris,
you
All right,
must
so
be
let me.
world
All
class.
right,
Yeah,
hold on,
because
Levan. Before
hold
you even
on,
ask the question,
hold on
Levan.
now. If we're going to rank top 10 strikers in the world and you're coming at 7th, and you're the
Hold
7th,
on,
you're most world class.
You
hold
must
on. All
world class.
right, hold on. No. Remember, ask you a question. I remember ask you a question, Chris. May I ask you a simple question? As a world class baller, right? If you are world class, wouldn't you say that baller must touch the field? Yes or no?
What do you mean he must touch the
All
field?
right, let me put it the next way. Is Harry Kane world class?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, good. Is Erling Haaland world class?
yeah.
All
yeah.
right, good. Let us say Erling Haaland declared, say I'm going to play for England, in born England and everything. Let us say him to declare, say I'm going to play for
Nah,
England.
come
And
on,
and
come
and
on.
and Southgate said, I am playing a 4-3-2-1 formation. And put Haaland on the bench and put Kane on the field. Because Haaland is
So,
on the bench, he's no longer world class.
Ryan,
Chris,
Ryan,
Ryan.
Ryan,
Let,
Ryan,
let,
come
let's
on,
put it to you,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan,
Erling
makes
No,
Haaland
it,
no,
no,
Erling
no,
Haaland
Ryan
that's
is
makes
using
it
the
your
better
logic.
from
final
you.
way.
No, Ryan makes it better from you because that is
No, no,
absolutely
that's your logic, you know. That
no.
is the
How is
reality. You
that?
just do it.
You just
You
give me a
just said the man have to play for world class.
listen. No, listen, Ryan. You gave me a hypothetical situation. Like you're telling me,
All
say,
right.
Yep.
yeah, this is what
I
you're
can use
telling
that
me.
next
No, no,
situation.
no,
Look at
no.
Brazil goalkeepers. They are top 5 keepers in the world. The
All
two of
right,
them. One of the bench, you know.
all right,
All
but
right, but Ryan, stick up in. I'm going to debunk that point, you know. People are asking why Alisson's bench. Obviously, because Edison had a better season than him. Simple.
but the thing is,
But you're
Levan,
not
even with
debunking
that,
nothing.
Alisson still
He's
play.
Ryan point is he's still world class. What are debunking? The point
No,
is if
At
he's
the end of
world
the day,
class
you're
or
world
not.
class.
What are
Yeah,
debunking?
but
Somebody just have
he's
to come
still
on the
bench.
bench.
no,
He's
no,
But
still
no,
somebody
bench.
have
But
to be
he's
on the
world
bench.
class on the
no,
bench.
no, Chris,
But they
no,
didn't debunk the point.
Exactly.
no.
Because at the end of the day, Alisson or Edison have to be on the bench.
No. But the goalkeeper thing kind of different. But what may I say? Even with
But
those
at the end of the
goalkeepers, listen,
is
Ryan.
one of
No,
the
no.
end of the
All right,
position,
the
you
thing
know.
is,
And
the
I
thing
like,
is that as Kems is saying, Ryan, either way, right? Even though Alisson's on the bench, he still plays sometime.
Yeah,
That's the
still
thing.
play. Let me see Ben Chilwell sometime now. Why Ben Chilwell can't be on the field? Tell me why.
remember Sam they missed 2 games for COVID. For
All right,
COVID.
it's 2 games
That
England play.
that take out 2 games
All
out
right,
time.
no, Mason
Hold on,
Mount.
hold on. Did he miss 2 games because of COVID?
I
I
think
don't
it
because
was
of
2.
COVID.
The Czech
No, man,
and
Ryan.
the
Come on, man,
German.
Ryan. It
Czech and the
didn't.
German.
COVID.
Remember they were isolated for 2 games.
Yeah, but Ryan, remember this though.
All right, well
Even
done,
some of the
George.
case, right? Even
Well
some of the
done, George
case.
McIntosh.
It prove you're wrong again now. So get doing it. Cause watch it. In the first game,
No, but all right, let us
watch it.
let us
Well, on
worry.
Ryan, just watch the man. First game, seeing the man started Trippier and Shaw on the bench. Why not Chilwell on the bench instead of Shaw?
I don't know. I don't know.
This one,
Remember, so
as
may I either try analyze it to answer why Sancho never on the bench. Sancho
Olano,
put up world class numbers every season, don't
Olano,
he?
Sancho no world class. Sancho no world class yet. But hear me
I
no
never said
Levon.
that. I said put up world class numbers every season.
Levon, hear me no. See George McIntosh they say it. we take this world class thing to some puppy show
No, but
conversation.
what happened? You guys think world class mean one and two people alone. When you come
No,
here, the people that are going to exam and think so only two people can get A.
bad man. Ben
Big man, you
Chilwell,
can have 10 people world class in a one
but Ben
position.
Chilwell right now, not world class. Not world class.
Okay,
All
fine.
right.
That is
Well,
your
I want to
opinion.
ask Chris a question because I've been very interested in this question. So, Chris, saying you have watched the Euros. In terms of top five left back in the tournament, who do you have?
By the way, just so you know, Andrew Roberts is a better left back than Shaw. That is not no question, brother. All me hear una hype up Shaw. Roberts has been the most consistent left back for the last 3 years. A one season to use and I
Ask
give
that
Shaw
no
something
question
in a big man.
before you go
And
to
No,
the
Chris, wait, Chris, I
first
think,
never see this happening in
Chris,
football, you know.
I think apart from Kems, we are all saying that we all agree that Robertson is better. We're just saying that the only thing we agree on is that
No,
Shaw had the best season last year.
No question about that.
Yo.
I wouldn't
Hold on, boss. Answer,
take on
listen,
that point.
answer the question, I ask
But
you.
Luke Shaw is having a good season again. But that don't mean because you're having a
Chris.
good Euro means that you are the best. That
but
don't
he,
mean
but
that.
he had a good Premier League as well.
But Chris, they never asked that still though.
Answer my question,
What they
boss.
saying? What they saying?
Give me the top five left back at this Euros that you have seen.
You want to see where Arang Shaw is at number 2 behind Robertson. Just always remember that.
At
At this
Euros.
Euro,
Yeah.
but yes, Spinazzola.
Oh boy. You're
Well,
awful in the boss.
Yeah, man. But Shaw the greatest thing. Shaw the greatest
Oh,
thing.
and by the way, Chris,
Nobody
by the
said
way,
the greatest thing.
by the
Don't do
way, Spinazzola might be the best, arguably might be the best left back in the Euros, but he's not world class. Can we agree on that?
I can tell you someone is that at the Euros that is probably outperforming even Spinazzola and even Shaw. You see that youth from Denmark named Joachim Mayele? That youth has had one of the best tournament.
But he might play a wing back. You count him too. Okay.
Yeah, but still you have to count him there.
Okay.
Remember say England play three at the back sometime, you know, so Shaw play a wing back sometime. Just like even Italy, somewhat. Because notice that sometimes they play and they fall into a flat three at the back and then they have to use wing back. So if you look at it, it has
So
to
you're
be one
gonna
of
call the wing back left back?
Him include them.
the same thing, boss. Technically the same position. Most wing back can actually play left back. Fact or fiction?
facts.
There you have it. But
But me would include the wing back in the left back position.
boss.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why
But
the formation
Chris,
differs.
Chris, I understand what you're saying, but for the purpose of this program, I think Levon is including them. He's incorporating both positions.
Yeah,
For the
because
purpose of the
as I
conversation.
just pointed out, you know, Ryan, Shaw has played left wing back for England. As proven in the game against Germany when you guys went for three at the back. So what are you going to call Shaw? Just a strictly left back then, if so be the case? But let's move on. Denmark also made it through and they got off to a decent start and as expected somewhat and Kems was here. Kems told the coach that guess what? Denmark will progress.
Mm-hmm.
Coach had other beliefs. And I also said that one Patrick Schick could have scored and he also got on the score sheet. But Spanish man, why make of Denmark? I think they can actually go on to claim this tournament.
No, I think England will have that semi-final locked up again. England has more confidence now. They see all the big teams going out, and most times that's what you want. You want the big teams to go out. You not necessarily have to do the dirty work, but some other teams doing it. And I think England recognize that and realize that this is their chance if they're really going to win something. If they can't win it this time, it's never coming home. But Denmark has been playing good, and I don't expect them to lay down like Ukraine, to be honest.
I make it sound like England.
Yeah, Ukraine basically they didn't show up. I don't know if they could have done anything better, but England played good. But I don't expect Denmark to. It should be a one-sided affair like the Ukraine game. I expect a more competitive game.
Huh? But you have seen them right through it, Ryan. And as people have keep on saying, they have become the darlings and the second team of almost every fan, except me. Don't make that point blank clear that no matter what, yes, I'm sorry for what happened to Ericsson and all of that. However, I'm a German. Well, I call myself a Jamaican. So Germany mixed with Jamaica. See it? And you can call it say England is my third home. Manchester United and all of that. So of course, man, I've a soft spot for England. But you've seen Denmark and all of that, Ryan. And with everything being associated with them and based on their style of play and all of that, do you think that this is a team that can actually cause
All
them?
right.
Well,
Let
hold
me
on.
start off.
Let's not talk about the game against you guys first. Let's talk about the game itself that took place Saturday.
Okay. Um, the Danes were very efficient in winning the game, especially at the start. They seem to have a very good start, and they seem to capitalize on their starts. But you realize during the middle of the game, I think the back end of the first half and most of the second half leading up to the last maybe 15 to 20 minutes when they started to make change and they started to take over the game. But for a huge chunk of the game itself, you can see where the Danish players started to fade. They started to do some things that the coach wouldn't want them to do. So they have a chink in their arm. And I think that was one of the reasons why the Czech Republic scored, because when the second half began and I was watching it, within the first 5 minutes, I said, okay, Czech went score. And little after that, they did. So it seems as if they tire easily when they start off with a bang. And it also happened in the Belgium game. They faded. So, but outside of that, they play good football and they try to play proper football. And those wing backs are trouble.
All right. Kims, any input?
Well, I know I see Coach Fran over here commenting. So you said that my token is on its way from a bit, so I'm not really worried. But Denmark now. Remember we talk about it, Levon, and I say Denmark darlings, they're playing with a lot of emotions, and I said before, the emotions will take them over the hump for Czech. They start the game hot, and they were they managed for hold on. I wasn't impressed with the second half, but the first 15, 20, 25 minutes, I was very impressed with them. And, I really think Denmark can rough England feathers, especially when England really sit back and, let the other team do their thing. But for the game itself, Denmark played well and they deserve to win, as I told Coach Fran.
All right. Before I move on, I see a comment from Ali and I'm going to bring it up on the screen because this is madness. So here's he saying that when Ose can choose Chilwell over Shaw without a doubt, Shaw is not world class. Boss.
And it comes right back to what I said. People think world class is only one person can have the position or two person can have the
It
position.
don't come back to that, Ryan. It come back to one thing.
No,
That's
you
what
realize
he's saying, though.
you realize the
Ose
reason
does
when
not.
people
Listen. Jose Mourinho does not rate Luke Shaw.
like Shaw.
None at all.
Yeah, we know that.
So that point that man just make foolishness.
No, but I'm not speaking about Jose. I'm speaking about the way he made the point that if one person is it, that means that the other person is it. That is what we get from the point.
That is it. That is what I never agree with Kim's with though. You can have 2-3 players in one position. That's not
No,
true.
but yeah, no problem. We can have 2, 3 players
In the
in one
same team,
position,
in
but
the same team too.
yes, sure. But I'm talking about Ben Chilwell, not world class, not world class, not yet. No,
All right,
you have to
let's
show
not
me
go back
more.
to that. Let's not go
But
back to that.
but wait, Ryan. One more question. But Shaw is doesn't
Shaw,
have to show you no more.
no. Relax, calm down, Chris, calm down. Luke Shaw, Luke Shaw has been world class for the Premier League season that
Yes,
just
you see the
ended.
question, Ryan. You've got to tell me about the season now.
So may I tell you?
All right, Levan.
But Chris, that's what Ryan and I argued with you about. That is
Yeah,
what we
we're
were
talking
arguing
about
all
it,
along. We're talking about last season and up to now.
and
And
currently what's
No,
going on
we're
right now.
asking if they are world class. Like if
as I
they
said,
are world class. Him say
as I said
Chilwell
though,
is not.
though, let's not go back to
All
that.
right. So can we say top? So can we say Chilwell is top class then, but not he's top class but not world class. We
Yeah,
can agree
man.
on that. Because for us, average is a stretch.
No.
No,
I'm
we're
not
not
going
gonna
to say
say
it's
we're not gonna
average.
say him average though. I disrespect that. We're not gonna say him
Good player.
average.
All right,
Good
same
player.
top class. He's just no world
Good,
class. All
good
right.
player. Good player.
I think good is average, you know.
No, come on, Ryan. The
No,
average
when you
guy
say
is-
somebody good, it basically is, oh, I'm good, you know. So
No,
him
no.
not him not
Chilwell is good.
him not just him to me better than good.
All right.
Good is like Kaya or them
So,
people.
so, so, so so you're saying it's just like a pat on the shoulder. Say, okay.
Yeah, and Emerson. Them people are
Yes,
good.
so Jason, I tell you that Emerson is average.
No,
Chilwell is
Emerson
good.
All right. Let's move on. So tomorrow we'll see what some term as a big match. I'm here thinking it's will might somewhat be a snore fest based on how one particular team play. Don't know if they'll actually allow the next one to have the ball tomorrow because these are two teams that normally has the ball a lot and one will hug it more than one tomorrow. That's for a surety. I'm talking about the team that the bad African who actually support and
So,
against a team that quite a few of us have said that they're genuine challengers from way out. We're talking about Italy versus Spain come tomorrow. Spanish man, starting with you.
there's one team at championships that they must be afraid of. It's Italy. So when I saw them coming into the tournament, I knew obviously they were a tournament team, and that's why I labeled them dark horse early, before ball kick. Obviously, you know that these teams come to tournament and they just come and play the best that they can. So it's going to be a tough game. I don't think it's going to be a snore game like you said it. Italy like to have the ball, Spain like to have the ball. We know who will have most of it. But I really and think Verratti will have a lot to say about Spain having much. And again, every time we talk about Spain, we know that they're going to create chances. We always know that. We know that chances are going to be created. But the next question is, are they going to turn into goals? And I think that's the unsure part about Spain team. But it has took them this far, and I have no reason to doubt them now. It's going to be one of those 1-0 late 2 or a late 2-0 game, I think. Unless an early goal score, then things can change. But I would love to see Italy score first. If you want to see that type of game you want, that you don't go to sleep, Levan, then Spain would have to play more exciting football than not just trying to take position, just take position and waiting for something to happen. Because basically,
Chris,
that's what they will be doing.
Chris, waiting for Spain to play some attractive football is like waiting on you to actually stop working at Victoria's Secret. So that not go happen. But from this standpoint, though, they said Pedri has covered the most distance in Euro so far, right? Tomorrow, I can guarantee that he has to work his socks off. Knowing how these Italian players and especially their midfield, the midfield has been arguably the best midfield in Euros thus far. And yeah, Verratti has come in, and as I said, he doesn't offer what Locatelli offers to them, but the coach sees it different. And another line, as Chris always said, let's just give the coach a benefit of the doubt.
No,
So,
but I agree with the change. Against teams that want to hold the ball, sometimes you just need a different option. And I think Verratti is a good option there, especially against Spain. Because you
I
just need to
personally,
get
I personally think that Locatelli would be a better option tomorrow. Knowing that Spain is going to hug the possession, you want that person that can actually just go direct and just shoot and score. Vert is not going to go up there and shoot. He's just going to pass and pass. And you already have Jorginho right there as well doing that.
But I think what the coach is looking at, he wants more solidity um, during the back end of the tournament. So maybe he's
Experience.
looking at it from that perspective.
Experience it comes down to. That's just my
Right
belief.
now, right now in 11, right now the happiest men tomorrow will be Chiellini and Bonucci. Happiest man.
Yeah,
Them,
them
when them
training
see
partner.
Morata, them know say all right, they no goal now, no goal now score. So we're gonna find
And then because the Spain centre halves having a hard time dealing with
Okay.
crosses, so they're going to be happy on both ends. Those two defenders always trying to look into score from crosses, especially from corners. So it's going to be an interesting match. I'm looking forward to see how Spain maneuver those crosses because the center half seems like they don't have a clue when the ball is coming across, how to get under the ball or how to attack this ball. So it's going to be interesting.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry, Chris, man. Spain will have probably 900, 1,000 passes, side to side, back to the keeper, side to side again. Don't worry yourself, man. Same Spain ball game I play.
And then guess what? After the match, you'll hear a man come out and say, Masterclass from Spain. Good game.
Who is
And
that, Demo?
That's
You're
same
showing
man.
word that
Hey,
a good friend Demo.
don't call the
Evans.
name. Don't call the name, sir.
But Ryan, in terms of approach tomorrow, right? If you were Mancini, how would you go about this?
Go about it the same way I've been going about it. Play attacking football as I've been playing. Don't be a pep and try something fancy and then you end up losing a game that you're supposed to win. So if I were him, I would pretty much maintain the same standard as I had. The only problem is there's going to be a drop in standard where the left back is concerned.
Big time.
Because Emerson will give you chances. He will. Emerson is going to
Ryan, quick
put.
thing. You always talk about men that look brilliant for national side vis-a-vis club. Emerson look like a
going.
superstar for Italy in a boss.
I know. He's a Mancini favorite as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, now you still have to be mindful of the fact that he is prone to give you a chance or two. So that you have to be mindful of that. And what Spinazzola has been doing for 5 success, well, I think he missed the Wales game. Emerson started that game. What Spinazzola has been doing for the bulk of the tournament, it is going to be hard now to take Emerson off the bench and say, give me the same thing.
True.
That is very unlikely to happen. So I think that's an option for Spain to look at. It is going to be an interesting game. I don't think it's going to be a bore fest as you, because these are two midfield who want to have the ball. So it is going to be a battle, especially in the midfield for control of the ball. So I don't think Italy going to sit back like old time Italy and say, all right, come at us. Italy is going to go at them just as, but I think Italy might do more with the ball when they have the ball than Spain.
All right, Kims.
Steve, man, I want to ask Chris a question. So, Chris, give me a thought there, Chris. How Spain, pitch to me, how Spain win the game tomorrow? Let me hear you. How Spain win the game?
How Spain win the game tomorrow?
Yes.
Me personally, I will go with I will try and I guess Morata catch farm. You would say Morata finding the back of the net, so him have a little confidence.
All right.
But you have to play him. You have to play him. But I think if he turns up, that's how Spain win that game tomorrow. He has to turn up. That Italy doesn't give you a lot of chances, and you won't get chance after chance with Italy. So I think how Spain win the match is Morata being a clinical striker tomorrow, because he's going to get chances.
So Spain don't win the match then. Basically, is what you just said.
Clearly, Spain not going to win the match.
Because
no, I think Spain get the better of Italy tomorrow, to be honest.
You said Spain. Hold on, you said Italy don't give him much chances. And we know that Maratta don't take a lot of chances. So you basically just tell me say Spain lose.
Same like I tried to explain to you guys that each game is a different game. Don't watch how Switzerland play France and how this team play this team. Every game is a different game. Teams
You know
have
when
to
the match
play.
start tomorrow and Kelly and Bonucci see Maratta, they
But
must have a laugh to themselves and
Hey,
say, yo, look who done
but
that.
one key thing though, you know that they just contradict your own point though, Chris, because you said Spain only way Spain get past Italy tomorrow is if Morata become a world, as I said, a world class finisher tomorrow. Yet you're
mhm.
going to say that you have to take each game as it comes and expect that something different. Boss, Morata has done this from whenever we know him, way back when. Why all of a sudden you think that he'll actually pop up? Knowing that, let me ask you a question: Lukaku versus Morata, who is better?
I would personally take Lukaku.
All right. I see this Italian defense, right? Basically hold on Lukaku until he got a penalty and did what he had to do. Yes, he got a couple chances, and because of the brilliance of the Italian defense, he wasn't able to take on some of those chances. So why you think that Morata, who is the worst stuff, will actually take a chance tomorrow? Are you saying that because the Italians probably
This
say, okay,
because how
what
you break it down, Levan.
hold on, no, Chris. Are you trying to say that? Probably you can say, oh, he's a smarter, so I have to pay much, man.
No,
And then
you break it down. You break it down. Spain create easy chances most time.
mm,
Mm, okay.
Most times Spain create easy chances.
Marta still
It's
dash
not
them
going
away.
to be the same chances like a Lukaku chance. You're breaking it down like it's going to be the same chance that Lukaku get. That's the one Morata going to get. So because Lukaku miss, Morata going to miss. That's how
I
you
said,
Anyway,
seem
I
to be
said
breaking it down.
chances,
anyway,
my boss.
Chris, you basically just tell everybody say Spain will lose.
All right. So,
Because you went pin your hopes on Maratta to become world
all
class
right.
overnight.
So Chris Lynch. So Chris Lynch. So since you're so confident, no, you know I'm the wager man here. So
Yeah.
since you're so confident, Chris Lynch, if Spain win tomorrow, I will buy you a Morata jersey, authentic Spain
I
Morata.
wouldn't want a Morata jersey though. What type of bet? What type of man is this?
All right. What would you want? What would
What
you
type of
want?
man? What type of man is this?
No, because you tell me, you just tell the people say the only way Spain win is if Morata become world class.
I would even wear the goalkeeper jersey, not Morata jersey
All
this
right, so
man. What
tell me,
kind of
tell
man
me,
is this?
so tell me what you want. If Spain win, what do you want?
Anything you want to give me. And
Ex-
I'll
When
give
just
you
say
anything
Except
you
the
Morata,
want
Marta
if Spain
jersey.
lose. We're not counting penalties.
They say no penalty.
We're not counting penalties because that is a lottery. Not counting penalties.
All right, so check me
So if
out.
the game end draw, the bet mutual.
All right, so this is what I want. If not even if when Italy wins, I want
Yeah.
a Bonucci jersey.
Okay, just
You're not
find
even have
it
to
and
give
I
me.
purchase
You're
it
not even
for
have
you.
to give me authentic. You can just give me any
No, you
jersey.
find it. You find it, send me the link from wherever and I purchase it for you.
Thank you, boss. Continue, Levan. Thank you, boss.
Yo, producer. Kim Steko show turning a wager show in a boss. Pure thing. Because the boy then I look for but take
You
the
need
club.
a wager sponsor, Levan.
Yeah, man, no worry, man. In due time. Things take time, you know, Chris. But a man like you, what they over so I make must jump on board, man. But yeah, go around the thing. But let's move on to a game that has more interest than the one that we were just describing. England taking on Denmark. And Ryan, there's a particular reason why I asked about the weak link in your side earlier on, and I also pointed out the player. Tomorrow it's Joachim Mahele versus Kyle Walker. Well, not tomorrow, I mean Wednesday. It's Joachim Mahele against Kyle Walker on that side, and that is where Denmark expect a lot of their chances to come from. On the left hand side now, you know that Shaw have to be mindful of Striga Larson because Striga Larson has done very well since he has come in. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to start with you on this one now, Ryan. I see this one finishing England against Denmark and remove all patriotism. You're not an Englishman right now. You're an analyst right now.
okay. I see an interesting game. I see a game with chances. As it relates to how many will be taken, I don't know. I see. I know that England will try to maintain their compactness, whether we play a back four or a back three. I don't know yet. But I know that England will try to maintain their compactness and take less risks as possible and allow the attacking players to do their thing when they get the chance. That is what I expect. Um, Denmark, they have a very good starting 11 in terms of when you look at man for man, the clubs that they play for, their top players. But they also have weaknesses because they will come at you and they will leave space. They are good in the air, they are tall players, so that is a strength. But luckily for England, England also have tall players and England are also good at set pieces. So I think somewhere along the line we might cancel out each other where that is concerned. The decider might come from the ending of the game, just like where we started to make change against Germany and then we started to take control. Something similar to that might happen, is what I expect to happen, by the way, because England has the stronger changes. England has the players who can come on and win you a game just like that. I don't think Denmark has such a bench. So this, I expect an exciting, it might be an exciting game, and it might also be a game where both teams pretty much cancel out each other. But I think based on the strength of England and the changes that they have, I am going to go 1-0 England.
1-0,
right.
exciting, 1-0.
No, I said it might be an exciting game with back and forthness, and also said it might also become cagey. We don't know
Okay.
how the players might play each other.
Let's
Okay.
point out
So
that
based on that, I'm not going to look for much
conceded
goal.
either. Let's make it clear that England hasn't conceded a goal as yet, and they have even looked more sure than ever with Maguire and Stones together. People are saying that it's actually Stones rubbing off on Maguire because Stones know about clean sheets from his season with City and all of that. Well, yeah, people are saying that the better of the two has been Maguire. And I mean, it is a good thing for England to have two centre backs that people are actually arguing about that which one is better than the other in terms of how good they are right now. Because generally over the years, you know that you might have you normally have good.
I don't know.
Le-
Yeah.
Levan, freeze.
Levan freeze, man. But check me out. While him freeze, I could go on top, right?
Yeah,
So
the back line might be. I think if Joe Gomez was there, the back line would even stronger too.
So check me out. Right? This is how me think I'll go on. I think this will actually be the first game that England conceding. You know, I definitely just think Denmark will score. I don't know how. Probably a penalty, probably a set piece, but I think Denmark will score. But also, I just think England. I think England have a sour taste in their mouth from World Cup, reach the semi-finals and drop out. So I think them have a bigger sense of urgency now, knowing say, all right, them reach the semi-finals again in a major competition, can't drop the ball. That's just a me.
Tim, you forget one important thing though. You mentioned sour taste in out. Remember in October, Denmark beat England 1-0 at Wembley in the Nations League. So there is the true sour taste.
Oh,
That is what they need to make amends for.
Definitely.
Yeah, this one I don't think.
Go ahead, Chris Lynch. Who you think taking the game?
I don't think. I don't think. Like I said, I expect England to concede. Think the nerves about this game. They really wanting to get over this trophyless drought. The nerves, let them concede one. The nerves of this game. It's going to be a good game. I expect it to be a good one. Probably got to extra time as well.
So Ryan, so let me ask you a question, Ryan. The starting 11. You are Southgate? Put yourself in Southgate shoes. right? You are Southgate. Do you go back with the same starting 11?
Mm, let me think. Left back, centre back, right back. Uh yeah,
You go back with the same starting 11.
yeah. I don't see what job.
What about
Who do you
I
take
hear
out?
a lot of persons saying, Sancho, Sancho shouldn't start. Probably bringing a man like Grealish, because Grealish can change the game and so you don't
Yeah,
want to start him from
but
the
so
get
can
go.
Sancho. So is one or the other for me?
Or see
Look here.
Akil Henry.
When you put in players like Grealish, Sancho, Foden, you really not get a drop in quality either way,
Yeah.
So even Saka, you really don't get a drop of quality. It just depends on what the coach is looking for in terms of them going forward. So you kind of maintain the same standard with those players.
So this
It's
is the
just a
thing.
matter of maybe what the player is looking for.
That's true. I see Coach Furner telling say nerves, these are professional. Coach, you know better than that, coach. So these people are human beings as well. And
Everybody get them.
if you talk to some of these players, they've got nervous Champions League finals, World Cup final, like it's just normal.
When you start playing, the nerves go away. It's natural to have nerves.
The Manu effect already rubbing off on Sancho.
Don't
You
know
know,
that.
can no kind of Manu, no kind of Manu effect you want talk about. Most the winning effect. Because Manu winning the league. Manu winning the league this season.
I may
But
not have that conversation there today.
yeah,
Yeah, but I think I'll go with the same 11. I
oh,
think Mount
you
starts coming.
forward back.
Yeah, sorry about that, people. It just happened that the electricity just shut out completely a while ago. I was here, I was like looking, I'm saying that it can't be any of you guys' connection. When I looked across on the modem, I saw that it was out. But thanks to you guys for continuing to run the show, man.
Yes, we have to try a thing,
I think, yeah, man, as I was saying, for the most part, keep the same starting 11. Mount definitely would start because you realize the second goal, was it the second goal that was
Mhm.
scored against Ukraine or the third goal? The third goal, it was his driving run from defense with the ball that I think he laid it off to Shaw and Shaw squared
But
for him.
a lot of
So
persons, a lot of Facebook individuals saying that Mason Mount should, they say they don't know if it's the COVID affecting him or what, but they say probably Jack Grealish should come in. I say Akil Henry saying that Grealish should come in. He also defends well. Why not play Grealish instead of Mount?
But
that can
I
be an
never,
option, though.
I never got to hear reviews, Kim. So how is he going? I think you guys going to just rump over Denmark, or you think that Denmark will cause havoc?
All right, so I don't think it's a Ukraine beating, but I think it's more like a Germany beating. But I believe that we will concede. I think this will be the first game we actually concede, probably from either a set piece, because Denmark. If you see when Denmark attacking, especially in the first 10-15 minutes, relentless. England in the first 10-15 minutes, still trying to find their feet, still trying to remember the fundamentals of football. So I believe during that time, and as you notice, Levon, England haven't really faced any adversity or competition. It's rare you find a competition where a team don't face adversity. So I think Denmark score, England 1-0 behind. Finally, have to chase the game. How do these players now react? Because they have been front runners all tournament. Either the game tie going into the last minute, or they're leading and then just have to defend. But how does this team react if they have to chase the game? So
That's a
I
good
believe,
point.
so I believe
Because
it's
Italy, England and Italy so far, the two of the teams left in the competition that have played real cool and composed football. We
mhm,
saw when Italy got pressured by Austria, how they reacted. They were flustered.
yep,
So you might have a very good point there in terms of if England concedes first, will it
yep.
get them flustered?
Yep.
But
Because
here's Arthur Travis Partner saying that Jack over Mount for me also. No bias. Mount work harder up front, but Jack more enterprising. Already have Phillips as the hard worker.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. I was watching a tactical profile today, and they were saying Mount would be better because of the fact that they mentioned that Denmark is using um, the Spurs player. He's their playmaker, and he's also their box to box
Yeah, man,
DM
RB.
type player. Because they're pointing out that a lot of the goals that Denmark has scored, he has been integral in terms of the build-up play and even assisting some of them. So they are saying that Mount would be the best player to marshal him in terms of pressing him and carrying the ball for him to follow Mount with. So they were saying that Mount, two sides of the game, would be more integral towards England's midfield play against Højbjerg.
So Sanchez start for you guys on Wednesday or not?
yeah,
Starts from, yeah,
yeah,
you
I
can
think
start from.
yeah, I think I think he did enough. I think he did enough in the Ukraine game to to definitely deserve another start. We saw flashes of what people have been asking for. So I definitely think a game like this, he will definitely start.
One thing that I require from some of our viewers, please keep on sharing it and ask you guys to share the YouTube channel so more people can actually subscribe because we want to host the show from over there sometimes. So come on, man, just give us the support and like the video, man, and share the video. Come on. Well, producer, we say England to win come Wednesday.
England 3-1.
Agree the scoreline?
Two.
We say 2-0 or 2-1.
I think that and I agree that England is going to concede for the first time
Mm.
in the competition against Denmark. England will not 2-1.
All right, so 2-1. Come from behind or lead
No,
from the front.
lead from the front.
Okay.
The one problem I have here, sir, is that too much people are saying England. I kind of like when England have a lose.
Like I said, these players can manage the pressure.
When I say that because we have league winners and Champions League winners in the squad, and Europa finalists. So
And also add couple captains. Don't leave that out.
captain, oh yeah,
Man, from Kane to Maguire to Jack Grealish, come right down the whole works.
right. So
Quite a
Phillips,
few.
yeah,
Anderson, quite a few captains, man. So yeah, you can have some steadies in there. Let's see how this one go. We're going to well, people are going to cuss me because I don't really talk much about Bushman ball football, but they have been asking, so I'm going to talk about it a bit. Brazil are into the Copa America final. They got a 1-0 victory over um, Peru. Goal scored by Lucas Paqueta, assisted by one Neymar, as I normally refer to him as Ground Lizard, because this man spent more time on the ground than on the field itself. But he had a ball tonight. He actually played well somewhat. And Ryan, you were watching the game. What do you make of this Brazilian team?
the team I made of them over the last year or so. They're a solid team with, and they try to use Neymar individual brilliance to win games, whether he scores or assists. So Brazil will be solid. They won't give you much chances or concede a lot of goals. They don't really have the flair midfielders of yesteryears or the flair front line of yesteryears, but they they realize where their strengths are and they try to maximize their strengths. So they play at more, let's say, more European brand of football over the last few years, and they try to be compact and solid and try to get a goal here and there. If they get a weak team, then they back them up. And yeah, so if they're under competition, then they try to get a goal or two and be compact. So solid team.
All
Let
right,
me
so kids, I'm going to dare this comment at you. So here's Arthur Travis Parnell saying that they're mechanical but efficient. Not used to them like that, but doesn't mean it's bad.
that's exactly what I was just about to talk about. Because when watching the Euros, I hear the commentators saying that, Southgate talk about tournament football. And what I'm seeing with Brazil now, they're playing tournament football. Normally, Brazil flashy 4-0, 5-0, 6-0. But now it look like they're more about the mission, about winning. However, I think that Messi will end up winning the Copa America. But, Brazil has really dug deep, has really impressed me. No, not no bag of flashy. And also, I have to give great appreciation to the Manchester United man,
Bug.
Fred. You can call him a bug all you want for Manchester United, but for Brazil, the boss stand up in a nigga, the boss a play a ball game, and
You know why?
right
You
now
know why?
Fabinho can get into the squad.
All
Fabinho
right.
put the nail
Tim,
on the bench. All
you
right.
brought you brought up that, and Ryan attacked it. Ryan said that you can't use those two players. You know why?
I never mean you said still, man. That's somebody else.
It wasn't you. I don't
No,
remember who
somebody.
said it. It's
Yeah,
I
man.
thought we said.
I only man say it. Sean Davis say it. And a couple of the man say it as well. Say Casemiro are
yeah,
really
Casemiro does the work that Fabinho would do. So you know that when they stack up Fabinho against Casemiro, like you're talking about chalk the cheese because Casemiro is up here, Fabinho is right here. So yeah, and then also if you look at Fred for Brazil, why Fred looks so good now because he's allowed to play box to box.
mhm,
Manchester United when he's asked to sit, Fred can't do that.
yeah.
And why? Sometimes see the man and see the man has spring some past the Brazil. I'm like, why the man can't
Only
spring
if,
for United?
only
Why?
if.
But they have looked compact somewhat, even though I curse the football because I don't like South American football. Boring much. Pretty much boring for me. I don't like it. But
Brazil, Brazil play some good tournament football, man, and I definitely think say them look more tournament ready than ever before. But we'll see how far, we'll see if they could win the final.
yeah, man, I just hope that Messi will just beat them because even though I dislike both teams, I dislike
Boy,
Brazil more just
The
because of the
foregone,
Brazilian
the
teams.
foregone conclusion that Argentina beat Colombia then.
Yeah,
yeah, come on now.
Messi is playing international football of its highest caliber ever. It's the
Anyway,
first time that
Colombia my side right now over there.
Messi anybody can knock out both.
Yeah, I need those two teams to not win.
Understand. But let's move on now from football and onto the tracks. So over the weekend, you know that Sherika Jackson got a victory in Stockholm Diamond League where she won in what? I believe it was 22. I don't remember
22.1.
what was it?
22.1.
22.1, and then we also had Tajay Gale winning a win assisted 8.55 meters. Looks somewhat good, but you know that he has a very strong field going up against. As I said, as we get closer to Olympics, we'll discuss it. But he has a strong field going up against with Jovan Harrison and Ekivari, and also there's this Greek athlete that is in the field.
Hmm.
But you could probably say Harrison is the one that has it hard because he'll be attempting both long jump and high jump come Olympics. So you know that he has a lot of workload. But it's good to see that Gail is actually doing well. But let's talk about that Jackson performance. She came from behind once again because Talo was in the lead. And yeah, but it might not have been the fastest track, but were you guys impressed by how she actually won that race?
Her strength, her 400 strength, um, in the last 80 on the stretch, basically.
And
So
as Fran is saying here, Sharika strong finish is coming from her experience in the 400 meter.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that strength is fundamental to her finishing.
All right. So this is my thing with Sherika now, and I love Sherika. So, but I believe say she gonna go up against, I think either tomorrow or Wednesday. She gonna go up
Tomorrow,
against she gonna go up against Shani. Shani have even better 400-meter strength than Sherika. You know? So I don't like how Sherika start her 200. I don't know if she assess it based on her competition or what, but she start very slow and then she tend to pick up. But against Shawnee, against Gabby Thomas and so ain't no starting slow and coming to catch her because Gabby Thomas, she has been doing a lot of 400. She has been doing a lot of 100 meters to work on her speed and her 400 to work on her strength. So if you're going into the competition with people of the same strength, then you have to have something that is different for you. So some things in the first part of the race, at the first 100, meters have to be better, or else, tomorrow I don't think she's going to win. I think Shana is going to win, but you know, she have that to work on until August.
Good pointer, because all right, we already said that she can run 10.7 in the 100 meters. So it leaves you to think that why is it that she can run 10.7 in a 100 meter? That is basically just, well, both of them is just sprint from the blocks. Seeing, but you know that 100 meter is way shorter. So as we said, she doesn't have the best start in 100 meter because she tend to run from behind as well. But why is it that you can't blast out of the blocks just like you do in the 100 meter and use the 400 meters to carry through in the 200 meter?
Levon, in 100 meter, you have phases, remember? Even in 100 meter, you still have to run in phases. You have
But
the
200
30
meters is the
phase,
same. Yes, you
you have the
might have
30
more
phase, you
time.
have the mid-race phase, and you have the ending phase. So imagine a 200 meter. 200 meter going to have, if not 3 phases, maybe 4 or 5 different phases. And if a 200 meters, let us say it has the 3 phases of 100 meter, the phases are going to be longer. So it is going to take a longer time for you to accelerate.
All
Oh,
right,
that's what you're getting at.
all right, but
So
when
you
look
want
at
them to just accelerate out the block like that and maintain that for 200 meters.
So Ryan, what you're actually saying is that in the 100 meter, the turnover in terms of phases is much quicker than
Yeah,
vis-a-vis the 200 meter.
yeah, because 100 meter you don't just blast full speed and maintain that same blast throughout. You have different phases where you run, even 100 meter.
Yeah, I understand that. But what we're actually getting at though, since as you know that, yeah, our strength is the stronger part of our race and she tend to come on more in the 100 meter. But if you're actually attempting to do, as we would say, win an Olympic medal in terms of whether gold, silver, or bronze, you have to do better in the first 100. If you don't, you're going to be lagging behind, and it's going
yeah,
to be a little too late, as was proven at the national trials. Because you know that had she done better in the first 100, there's
yeah,
no way she would have beaten her. Because you notice
exactly.
that she was coming like a house on fire when
Yeah,
Shelly
but
had
maybe that is her strength. Maybe that is the strength that she work on. Maybe if she had blast out, it would negate what is her strength.
No,
no,
but
Ryan, but Ryan, look at what you're getting at though. If you
no,
look at it,
Yeah, but
Ryan,
remember, different athletes have different strength. Remember, so Bold's strength was not his start. Bold's
no, but
strength
the
was
thing
his
is, no, but the thing is, as I
finishing.
mentioned, Bolt, right? When Bolt are at 200, if you look on Bolt, when Bolt come off of the corner, everything dead.
Yeah,
Everything
exactly.
dead.
Yeah,
So that's the same
because
approach
you
Sharika.
maintain.
That's the same approach Sharika have to take. She have to ensure
Okay,
she do majority of work from the corner, so now she can use her 400 strength to bring her home. But what she do the opposite.
okay,
She
I get what you're
close
saying.
off for the corner, and then I use her 400-meter strength to catch up people.
Oh,
You
so
know,
you're saying she need to draw in the field quicker
there we
yeah,
go.
man,
than
that's what
up,
they're saying.
up.
Because all right, if you look
Okay,
at it in
okay, okay,
Ryan,
okay.
Ryan, look at it now. Kim's mentioned Gabby Thomas earlier, right? You know that Gabby Thomas arguably has a better curve than Sharika. So
Yep.
if she's going to be behind Gabby Thomas on the curve, with Gabby now having the 100 meter fastness and also the 400 meter strength, how do you expect that you'll actually catch up back to that athlete?
Exactly. Same thing. Same thing.
100 meter speed, I mean.
Same thing with Shawnee. If you ever watch how Shawnee run her 400-meter, her first 200-meter hard, very, very, very hard, and it's just relax come round. So you know, I guess I'm no coach. I'm just a tracks lover. We just go and observe it. But I just believe say the first 120 meters she really and truly have to work on. Like she have to work on that if she want. And don't forget my girl Elaine. Elaine now gearing into farm, gear. No, I remember telling you, no medals are won in April, May, June, July, August. The medals are won. So right now, Elaine is
Oh man,
gearing
you
it.
win medals in July, man. We are
And let
talking
me tell
about
you, which medal
July.
next July?
July Olympics start now.
Which July? This July?
Yeah, July
Yeah,
now. Olympics start the 23rd.
it's just the track and field part of it that starts in August.
Yeah. So the track and field we are talking about. I'm not talking about the other part them. But what
Hold
me I
on.
saying,
We
if
normally have
you
the 100 meter within the first 3 days, also.
No,
no, sir, in
Yeah.
August. In
second week.
August, man. But Levon,
What's
listen
up?
here. Let me give you a bit of inside information that you guys don't know.
Plus.
Right now it is being said that in training, in training, Sherika Jackson can't even lace up alien spikes right now. Right
Training.
now, can't even lace up alien spikes. So I'm just telling you, you see, if alien get this part right,
No medals are won in training, Kims.
that is true. That is so true. But if Ilian get this part right, he's another double Olympic champion. Then just remember, I tell you no, FIFA, the 5th of July. I tell you no.
All right. So little pointers because we don't just focus on Jamaica track and field. So Femke Ball, youngster from Netherlands, is now the second fastest woman in the 400-meter hurdles this year. She
Mhm.
ran what 52.37, I believe it was, and also one of a lot of Jamaicans like this athlete, Shamir Little. She had a hiccup at trials because she was in the driver's position to actually finish third, but
Mhm.
she bumped into a hurdle and that was it for her. She also has the third fastest time this year. She came second behind her yesterday at Stockholm.
You, you know, with that
Um,
live on, you
mm,
know, with that live on, and I'm really look on it, may I say that race that the woman from Netherlands running is a 1 hour race. Just a 1 hour race. You can run any time with a 1 hour race.
no,
But
but
like,
watch it, Kims. Kims.
yeah,
Remember that is not the first time she has run this. She's gradually just climbing up each time. And you remember what you pointed out about Gabby Thomas at US that
yeah,
first round she ran a PB, second
mm,
round PB, and then the final she ran a PB.
yeah.
This girl has run, I believe, either 3 or 4 PBs this season in the space of 2 months already.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that, and great point. But what I'm saying is, when you're going to the Olympics, right? You're going to the championships. No, you have your heats, right? You have your heats. After you run the heats, then you go on to your semifinals. Then no, you're going to your finals. So you have to continue replicating that performance. And I just don't believe that she has enough to do that. I think she'll make the final, but I don't think fifth. I don't think she's. I just don't. I don't see it. Probably I am wrong, but I think she'll probably come fifth, sixth in the finals. I have
All
I
right.
have the American sweeping. I have the American sweeping the hurdles. One, two, three.
Who finished third at the American trials?
I should name again.
Cockrell.
Cockrell. Yeah,
Anna Cockrell. Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
And boy,
Akeem Henry. Us. Johnny Universal PB is 53.76. That is not going to get her a medal.
no, not at all.
Not.
And I'm actually disappointed in her journey, because I don't know if she had any injury setbacks or anything, but um, I was really expecting big things from her.
Boss,
But
can I be frank and I'm not talking about Lampard? This girl has been stagnant. There's no better way to put it than she has been stagnant. I've seen her right through it, and each time you think that, oh, she'll actually try to go on to greater things, You just see the same old each time.
that's
And
true.
it leads you to think that is it someone that is actually focused, or as you said, is she carrying an injury that we don't know about? Because generally, you know that if a person is carrying an injury, we're going to hear about it. Some way,
Mhm.
somehow, news is going to break, and we haven't heard anything about that, right?
Yep.
So you just leave it to one thing. She's stagnant.
Somebody says they think she's a wild card. Okay, and a wild card. Listen, no man.
Well,
Right, right now,
as soon Christmas still, so card might be giving out.
right, right now, right now, I think Jenny Russell probably she's suffering from what Stephanie McPherson was suffering from. Probably she's not getting enough attention. Probably she needs some more individual attention from the coaches. So probably she have to demand that because at this point in time, right now, she ran yesterday. She ran yesterday
Yeah,
and
that's it.
wasn't good.
She did. All right, check it out and let me know.
Yeah, I think she ran yesterday and she ran. I think she
Yeah,
ran.
man, she ran yesterday, man. I'm just he was saying that Josh was saying that he thinks she had an injury somewhere along the line, so that is.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, she ran yesterday.
Her coach is Bridget Foster Hilton. Well,
Yeah, we
Bridget.
know that Bridget is in charge of the hurdlers, but so Bridget is the coach of Ronald Levy and all those guys, and we have seen them now coming back up a
Mhm.
lot. We haven't seen much of Janine
Was-
going up. But I saw a question earlier. I'm going to put it to both of you guys. They said that what do you attribute these fast times to? Because we have seen a lot of fast times running, and one thing I forget to mention, Karsten Warholm also broke the 400-meter hurdles world record. It's now at 46.70, and this event will be a very interesting event going forward. Um, Before I go on to the question that I'm going to ask you guys, let's point out that J Light is currently ranked number 7 in the world with that 48.18. So
You ranked number 7?
yeah, I checked
Wow.
across the board and he's at 7th.
Wow.
For me, if Samba doesn't click, this is my 1, 2, 3 from way out. Carson Warren to win ahead of Ray Benjamin and that youngster from Brazil. Alisson dos Santos, I have him for 3rd.
See, Matt
This,
Master drop of the year.
yeah, he's ranked number 4th in the world currently. But
Yeah.
looking at it, Kens, and the same thing that we saw with Gabby Thomas, this is what I've seen with Alisson dos Santos. Every race this man run,
Mm-hmm.
PB,
Yep. Yep. He's been.
American record, as in
Yep.
South American record. Every race that man run is one of that we see. So I have it like that for the time being. But what do you attribute all these fast times to?
Before Akil Henry said, "Ryan got this." Ryan have to run out in belly for beat that
Carson.
man because should have run out in belly. But all right, what we attribute these fast times to? I could say I don't. I think. I think the year. I think the year. I think the year benefit them. The year that they missed out on. I think that benefited them, but I just think most of these athletes, I just think they're more focused. I just think they're more focused, they're more driven, and they're more hungry, And I just think better training. Oh, that gunshot?
Okay,
Yeah.
there's
I
a
just
lot.
think better I think better training. I just think better training, better nutrition. I don't know. I really don't. I can't pinpoint one thing and say, "Hey, is that?" Because I'm not watching the training. A lot of people say it's Oregon track, but then when somebody move from Oregon and they go to Poland, they're still breaking world record, and then they go to this place and they're still running fast. So I just think the preparation. I think the preparation. I think that there were less distractions as well because the only thing that they had to do is was between COVID and training. So I don't think they had, a quote unquote outside life. That is what I would attribute it to. As a former athlete, I'm thinking about it and I'm saying, all right, well, that is what I would attribute it to. I remember Jamaica, remember Jamaica was one of the last places to get the green light to start training and so. So when Jamaica start training, all these other people been training. USA been training behind the scenes.
All the countries in Europe.
These other countries been training. Jamaica is the last one. So, I just think that, they had a head start as well. And, I just think, quite frankly, most of them are better. They're just better.
All right. Ryan, I see a lot of people saying that they're going to use the spikes as part of the reason why these times have gotten faster because it said that Nike spikes tend to take shade off what 10 seconds off a time. That is what was being
Point
posited.
one.
However, yeah, 0.10. However, I've seen Puma sponsored athlete still go out there and run fast times. So if so be the
Mhm.
case,
All right. So it's not the spikes them then. Or it is the spikes. It's not only one brand of spikes. And we don't know for sure if it is the rest. So basically, we don't know for sure what it is. We're just speculating. But
it's just speculation, man. But
but
I'm
at the
asking
end of the day, at the end of the day, we can have more than one speculation being true. So we don't know.
Just like swimming.
So what would you say?
I don't know. I've been thinking about it, not just since you guys started to talk about it, but over the last few days or so, and I really can't pinpoint anything to say this is it, or because even the pros themselves don't know. Can't
But
really
but
attribute it.
it's
Can't even
actually
lock down any one or two things.
coaches that started it, you know. It's not
Yeah,
just us right
coaches.
here.
Yeah, a lot of coaches were saying it. Even Otto was talking about it on his broadcast as well. They do so. It's just like I guess.
No, then what? What that was said?
Oh, he was talking about the spikes.
Oh,
The Nike. It's a particular Nike spikes that I think they had banned it first, and then they remodel it so that it could pass whatever inspection it needed to pass. And he was talking about it, and and even Neville Bell on his commentary, they were talking about it. Him and David Riley, they were talking about it on the commentary, and they were saying, yeah, the spikes definitely have something to do with the performance. Not much, but it does have something to do. But then they made the analogy talking about, like football. They made the analogy talking about football when they had the Jabalani football and how the ball used to swerve, swerve,
mm.
swerve, and all that. So, but I have seen athletes wear that particular spikes and still dismal. So, so I
But
don't really know what to
again,
attribute.
I can say once you're a scrub, you're just a scrub. No matter what you try to do,
No
you'll
matter,
remain a
no
scrub.
matter which spikes have gear.
Imagine the whole thing of that was
So
94.
yeah, man, if both get that, man, both are run probably 9-3 probably no. But if it's not tomorrow, yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll also see clashes in the 200 meter and 400 meter for men. In the 400 meter men, we'll see Michael Norman against Steve Gardner and I believe Wade Van Niekerk.
Hmm.
This will show where they're at, and also we have to give a little props to Kieran James. He went through a
Hmm.
lot of he went through a career threatening sickness, and it's good to see him back on the tracks. He got a victory yesterday also, and he's back in the fold. And what impressed me yesterday, and what was also disappointing, is that I saw 5 men run under 45 seconds, and here I was. Oh, look at those 5 men, and Jamaica can't even have one
But
man running under that.
but the thing is, we have our national record holder also in that 400 tomorrow. So
Man said the
Rasheen
control
McDonald will be in that
come
400
on,
tomorrow.
man,
So
again. Come on, man.
we
You
will
talking
see.
about Rashid?
Huh?
You're really talking about Rashid.
Uh, we, and as Akil was reminding us, we have Elaine Thompson, Shelley, and Fraser match up again tomorrow in the 100 meters.
Oh
So,
yes, so Anita, forgot. Yeah,
oh
Mm.
man, tomorrow
That's
going to
hungry.
be, yes, sir. Tomorrow going to be. Watch out. I'm going to tell you all right now, cause
By the way, what time are those races?
I can't say for sure, but all right,
not even
check,
sure.
check that week.
Sure.
Yeah, I need that time so I can remember.
I don't quite remember the name of the meet, but it's tomorrow.
Elaine will win that 100 tomorrow. Not saying that she'll win it anywhere else, but tomorrow, that's her 100-meter tomorrow. That's
Actually,
her.
the meet is still not going anywhere, no matter what.
She will be hungry and hungry.
But time will tell. Just know that Shelly is more rested than Elaine, because Elaine ran yesterday, Shelly didn't. So Shelly has more rest on those legs. So anything is possible. Just hope that it will be a fast track tomorrow, and we'll see a fast time.
Yes, sir.
Um, any input from you guys? Any topic that you guys would like to just give a thought on before we go? Anything at all? Any sporting topic whatsoever?
All right. Definitely. So basketball, right? So the Phoenix Suns are in the NBA Finals against the Milwaukee Bucks. A lot of people, let me give you all an update. Greek Freak will be playing in game one, so there is no excuses for the Milwaukee Bucks. I have Phoenix Suns winning in five. I just think,
Five.
yeah, in 5 games. 5 games. I think the Phoenix Suns are better overall. And for a basketball team, I think Phoenix give me more answers than questions. Milwaukee give me too much questions and very limited answers. So I have Phoenix in five. If anybody at all have a problem with that, you know where to find me. But that's all I have for basketball.
Ryan,
I'm good.
No topic.
No.
No one talk about West Indies.
Who?
You don't want to talk about West Indies because you know them the good crap.
You
But
know, Saturday I was watching the match and when it my out, me just turn up the TV and go up on the road.
Hold on, hold on, Levan. Akil Henry is a you to a comment hard. He's saying that you guys underestimating our coach's ability to get our athletes in shape at the right time. Right?
one quick thing, Akil. We're not just talking about Jamaican athletes. It's right across the board. But I guess you're referring to Demish Gay. Boss, Demish Gay is not going anywhere.
No, not at all. Like Akil, sometimes it's okay if we're not good. Like it's okay. Like we don't always have to be good at everything. It's okay if we're
Everything.
just not good. Demish Gay, he'll probably make the semifinals if he get an easy heat, but that's about it. He can't make the finals. He's just not good enough. Haven't been good enough all season, and he's just not ready. Only have a females them. Or as a matter of fact, level one, I have an updated tally. I'm going to give it to you closer to the time on the medals, but it's a little bit less than 20, but it's over 12 for the medals that we'll win at the Olympics. Yeah,
Wow.
that will
That is
surprise.
so hold on.
In the
That
morning.
is your best case scenario list.
Huh?
That's your best case scenario list.
No, this is my list. My best case scenario is 20 medals, but my actual list,
When we are playing 20 medals from
just cool, no man. Well,
Right. As we get closer to it, you'll figure out because we'll have a big show for that. We're going to just have a designated
my
show.
rough head check is like 12 medals.
huh?
But
We
as I
already
said, when we get closer to the actual thing, then we can reassess.
Yes, we'll definitely reassess. Y'all gonna be shocked. Y'all gonna be shocked. A
All
lot
right,
of
so
people.
guys,
I hope so.
the meet tomorrow will start 10:30 a.m. Jamaica time. Yeah, 10:30 a.m. Jamaica time. So let's go, guys, and just watch some
10:30
track
Jamaica.
and field, and also some tennis is going on. Wimbledon is going on. Watch some tennis as well
Yes,
for all
sir.
the tennis fans. Um,
No
what
one
is
knew me,
it?
no.
Go again,
No one knew me, so the interest not so.
boss. You're kidding. This Wimbledon has been magnificent. I would just want to say hats off to that youngster from England because you guys are Englishmen, so you have to support England in whatever they do, man.
Not support England in football. Full stop.
You're a Waganese man. What's
No,
it,
it's
Josh?
not what I'm saying. I'm not a born English, but I
Well,
support them in football. Full
Josh
stop.
is the one that can speak on that because Josh boy is a born Englishman, so
When
you
it
got
comes
to
to
support
when it
them.
comes to cricket and them other stuff there, you're not for sure about that one there at all.
Right, boss. But want to say thanks to all our viewers who have been here with us throughout the night, even though Flo and JPS decided tonight that, well, I'm not going to blame Flo tonight. It was JPS because then it came back immediately once the current was started out. So JPS decided to just cause an hiccup tonight in the middle of the show. Not blame Panastar, man. They're the slack. They're the slack boss. But as I say, thanks to all the guys that stood by, and thanks to Kems and Ryan who still carried on, even though I was out for a bit. That's what professionals do, and hats off to you guys for that. Thanks to
Blessing,
our first
blessing.
time viewers, our regular viewers. Thanks to all of those who have tuned in on Sports Frenzy on YouTube, to those on Facebook, and guys, as I said, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to, well, the producer has posted the links multiple times throughout the comment section while this live was ongoing. So just subscribe to the channel, man, because we want to post the show from YouTube very soon. So the more subscribers we have over there, the better it will be for us. So just go over there and just subscribe, man. And just keep on sharing it to whoever, whomever, wherever, and however you need to, so we can grow. Because it's not just us over here that is benefiting. We're just imparting our knowledge to you guys and also learning from you guys. Because we learn from you guys. We read the comment section every single night. We might not show every comment because we can't do that. We can't show every comment, but we read through the comment section every night. So we appreciate all of you guys, man. Continue supporting Sports Frenzzyy, and as I said, very soon we'll start having the show every day. except on weekends. And if there's something interesting on weekends, then we're going to have it. But during weekdays, we're going to have it every day, very soon. So just continue supporting us while we keep on growing bigger and better. And as I said, thanks to Ryan, Kims, Chris who was here, and the producer Josh Dahl. I'm your host, Levon. So until Wednesday, see you guys.
Bless.